All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. Welcome back to All Boxing Everything. Make sure y'all subscribe. All right, y'all, I had to come back and talk about this fight. Sebastian Fundora scores a brutal ninth round TKO over Erickson Lubin. As y'all know, this was a fight that I had posted up on my Instagram, and something told me that this fight was going to be fireworks. I was like, man, this fight's going to be a barn burner. I don't know. There's something about it. Like, I know Erickson Lubin, he's been polishing up his skills and he's been working to become more technical, and he wants to fight his way to a Charlo rematch, but something about Sebastian Fundora, I've been seeing the past couple fights of his, for a while now, and he's just been like developing as this dog. Like, Sebastian Fundora, like, don't underestimate this guy. Like, he's not just like this fragile outside boxer. It's like Terrence Crawford said on his Twitter. He said, like, Sebastian Fundora is like that character you create on like a game, like a fight night. And he said you like max out all the strengths and then you move him down to the lowest weight as possible. Like, he's 6'5", and then you just max out power, boxing skill, jab, footwork, strength, all of that. Then you move him down to like 154, right? So he just dominates. That's what it's kind of like with Sebastian Fundora. But the thing about Sebastian Fundora, it's not like his outside boxing was killing these guys. It's his inside fighting. And, one of the things I've said before early on when I see him fight is like, okay, we got to take, if you got a fighter, we got to take this guy on the inside and use uppercuts and, just smother his range. But what does this guy do? He stays in the pocket. He walks you down and he lands big uppercuts. Like, some of his best shots are uppercuts and his hooks, So when I saw what he was doing to Erickson Lubin in there, I was like, oh, man, like Erickson Lubin, he actually has to do the opposite here. He has to be the boxer. He has to be the boxer, but he just couldn't execute that game plan in this fight. And that's one of the things I just wanted to say in this video, too, as well, is that, IQ is going to keep your career alive. IQ keeps your career thriving. IQ would definitely give you more fight years on your lifespan in the sport of boxing. So, moving forward, like, anybody taking on Sebastian Fundora, and just a word to the wise for guys like Lubin, use your feet in there. You got to use your feet in there, because looking back at the fight, Erickson Lubin, he was doing okay that first round. Like, you could already see, like, Sebastian Fundora, like, giving him some, a little bit of trouble here and there with the pressure he was applying. But Lubin was actually boxing from the outside nicely. Like, the way he would take a step back and land his right hook from the southpaw stance, and just the way he would land those overhand lefts, like straight left hands, and he was just like measuring range, and his jab would shoot straight up the middle. Like, he was hitting him in the chest and the head. He was hitting Fundora in the chest and the head. Fundora, yeah, granted, he kept coming forward and was landing these shots, but my thing was, like, if Lubin just starts to duck a little bit lower, pin his hands to the sides of his chin, just kind of like wade his way in and out, and just keep landing that check right hook, because remember, Fundora wanted to fight on the inside here. Fundora wasn't using his, like, range here, so it wasn't like that 85-inch whatever range it is of, like, keeping Erickson Lubin at bay. Like, Erickson Lubin had Fundora in front of him the whole time. So all he had to do really was, keep his defense tight, land those shots, get on the bike. Who cares if the crowd boos? Get on the bike after you land your shots. Don't give this guy time to hit. So after that first round, I saw those few good shots landing. Lubin was still landing good shots, on the inside. Like, he was boxing well on the inside. Well, I would say he was boxing well, but he was boxing on the inside, but he was getting tore up by these hard uppercuts by Fundora. Fundora was just really putting that pressure on. He was able to drop him in hard in the second round after he ended the combination with like that left uppercut. He dropped Lubin on his back. Lubin got back up, but you could tell he was like, wow. I think he was a little discouraged after that. Then from like 3, 4, and 5, I think unofficial scorecard had Lubin winning some of these rounds. But I'm sorry, like, I thought Fundora was really like doing the better work here. I thought he was like just landing a lot of good hard shots. I think it was round 5 where Fundora did get dropped, though, right? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Lubin did win another round when he dropped him, because he caught him with, I think, like an overhand left, and then he just overwhelmed him with a combination and put Fundora down. So, I was impressed with that, he was finding these openings. But the thing was, he just could not keep his range. Fundora kept walking him down and just putting these uppercuts on him like Margarito or something, just staying in the pocket, walking him down and just hitting him, hitting his guard, splitting his guard, and just really putting those hooks to the side of his head. And, after like round 6, look at the damage on Lubin's face. I was like, wow, So I say all in all, like, down the stretch, Lubin was always showing heart, but he never really showed like that level that level change, you know, like a plan B or plan C. Because like I said, if he really wanted to get out of harm's way, he should have just been on the bike here, because Fundora wasn't really boxing here like straight shots. He was like wanting to fight in the pocket, you know, fighting in the pocket. So let's see, round 7 and 8, you know, was more of Lubin's, more of Fundora's, you know, relentless pressure. I'd say I could only give like Lubin maybe like one round 1, round 5, and the round where he scored a knockdown. Maybe it was like 3 rounds to 6 by the 9th round, till finally, you know, Lubin, you know, he was just really getting beat up, and, you know, he got put down for a final time in round 9, and they just, you know, threw in the towel, and that was it, you know. But it was an impressive victory by Sebastian Fundora. You know, this is a higher level of an opponent that he was able to do this to, you know, but at the same time, like I said, Lubin had the tools, just the wrong execution in there. Like, again, like, I know I'm from the outside looking in, but speaking just in the trainer standpoint, and like his own trainer was, you know, getting a little frustrated with. He was like, you know, why are you into taking those shots? You know, he was just like, keep doing what you were doing, like even in the first round, you know, move and get out of there. You know, don't stay in the firefight. Like, Lubin was staying on the ropes, like, or taking straight steps back instead of, you know, using angles or just tying up. And that's the thing about inside fighting. Like, everybody thinks inside fighting is just like toe-to-toe action. Like, you hit me, I hit you, or, you know, you just stay shelled up, boom, 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 take a few hits on my guard. No, man, like, inside fighting to me is like putting your shoulder in the chest, you know, holding the guy's elbow, tying him up, breaking and hitting him when you want to hit him, you know, dipping low, feeling like his body movement change so you can like duck under and hit him in the body, or, you know, just getting the feel out for his every move. You know, it's like a dance, you know. So I really just wanted to see Lubin tie up more in the inside, you know, underhooks, you know, get the underhooks and just hold and wait for the ref to break, go back in, land some more, just shut this guy's work rate down. Who cares if he gets frustrated or the crowd gets frustrated? Just do you, man. You know, you won't come out looking like that, right? So yeah, man, moving forward from here, you know, I'm wishing Erickson Lubin the best. I hope everything is okay. You know, as far as, you know, just looking at his face, I was like, oh, wow, I hope he doesn't really have to get like facial reconstruction or anything, because the jaw looked broke, the nose looked broke. I don't know, you know. You know, hopefully he's good. But Sebastian Fundora, I think he has earned a title shot, because if Lubin won, he probably would have tried to get the rematch with Charlo. I think it was going to lead to that, right? So, you know, moving forward from Fundora, I can't really say anything different now. You know, he just brutalized this guy. So if Charlo is able to defeat Brian Cassano for undisputed in the next few weeks, why not, right? Why not go ahead and make Fundora fight? That would be a nice title defense, right? And yeah, I like that fight. You know, Fundora has definitely proven to be more of a legit fighter. I know one fight I would like to see is Fundora and Jaime Munguia. That would be crazy. I actually think that Fundora is actually improving more than Jaime Munguia, in my opinion. I think Jaime Munguia, he's more just like a tough guy, hard hitter, pressure fighter. But I think Fundora, he's a boxer from the outside, and he's a good inside fighter. You know, he's a good fighter on the inside for somebody with that type of reach. But yeah, that's probably what'll be next. I'll check that out, definitely. You know, Charlo versus Fundora, if Charlo gets by Castaño. Lubin, I hope he takes a little break off, figures out what he wants to do. But yeah, 154 has always been interesting. It's been one of my favorite divisions. Just so many things happen. Seems like everybody fights everybody in that division for some reason, you know. So one division where guys are always fighting. And shout out to Tony Harrison. I know he won his fight as well. I was in and out on that one. But yeah, definitely shout out to him. Let me know, guys, what y'all think in the comment section. What's next for Erickson Lubin? You know, break off from the game. You know, just a little break. Who do you want to see Fundora fight next? Tim Tszyu in the meantime? I think he would dust Tim Tszyu. Shout out to my man Straya. You know, if you catch this video, let me know what you think. Do you think Fundora could destroy Tim Tszyu or vice versa? Combo Breaker 99. Make sure y'all subscribe. All boxing everything. I'm out. Peace.